Yellow. I think I just got into the Boston Marathon. I don't know. Oh, I don't even care that I look like an absolute grease ball. Oh my gosh. Well, we are run one of Boston Marathon training week 1 done, and I have to say, if the next 15 weeks have weather like it has been in the UK for the past 2.5 or 3 weeks, it's gonna be horrendous. About 4 miles, about anything but easy. Had a little bit of a Christmas cold, and the headwind was pretty. Bit of an easier week. I've got cross country this weekend, which I've been doing a little bit over the autumn. I've not loved that. It's good to get out of the comfort zone. So that's run 1 done. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's been a hot minute actually since I recorded anything. I started filming for London Marathon last year, got 1 week in, realised I was absolutely naff at editing, packed it all in. Turns out, still naff at editing, but I've decided to give it another go. As you might have guessed it, I am currently training for the Boston Marathon, which absolutely bewilders me to say that I am one of those lucky people that has managed to get a spot for the Boston Marathon. But yeah, here we are. So we are currently 13-14 weeks out. I've had a very good winter of training, a really consistent kind of 8 to 10 weeks of where I've been training above 30 miles a week every single week. My body seems to be okay. So this is Training Diaries week 1. So week 1, day 1 started on New Year's Day, a Monday. My little brain loves that so much, but ironically started actually with a rest day. Monday is historically my rest day. It's the day of the week where I'm the most tired after the week before, so absolutely no running at all. I have hurt my knee a few weeks before Christmas. I tripped over thin air and smashed my knee into the pavement. So yeah, I just did a very light gym session that day. A few squats on the Smith machine, some Romanian deadlifts, glute bridges, and a little bit of ab work, like super easy. So yeah, nothing really much to report on that one. Tuesday, I did an hour of reformer Pilates in the morning. Now, Pilates is something I've been doing consistently since I think about July or August of last year. Weather was absolutely stinking, and then I ran home. So I did, I think it was about 35 minutes in the end, super easy. I ended up about four miles or so. I've got a little bit of a cold over the Christmas period, as I think the majority of the UK population did, and my legs from the gym session the day before very sore, especially coming straight out of a reformer class. So yeah, that was interesting, but we got it done anyway. Wednesday was session day, solo session. Usually I would do it with the group on a Tuesday evening. It was a 15-minute warm-up, 15-minute cool down, and then it was 6 slots of on for 3 minutes and then kind of steady float for 2 minutes. But aiming to get to about 6:26 to 6:50 per mile. I have no idea what that is in K pace, I'll put it down here, for 3 minutes, and then floating at around 7:14 to 7:40 a mile for the 2 minutes. So on paper, not really a hard session, but I just absolutely tanked it. I just was having a really crappy day, I think, to be honest. I could reel off every excuse under the book. Just had one of those days. My quickest rep was the second one at 7:05 a mile, so 30 seconds a mile off a pace, and my slowest was 7:20, so almost a minute slower. I've written in my notes here that I really struggled to find both breath and rhythm, but Wednesday topped out at 7.7 miles or something like that in the evening. Went back to Pilates and I just did an hour of mat Pilates just to stretch everything out. I was super stressed and kind of upset after the session, but I came away from Pilates just feeling a little bit more zen and a little bit more chill, which is again is one of the reasons why I wanted to start doing this a little bit more frequently. It can be a little bit neurotic, chaotic. It gives me a nice hour of the day where I can just chill out, let go of everything, leave my life at home, so to speak. Thursday was my, I think it was like 30 minutes, and I just chucked a load of 1 minute efforts, and I think basically just spending a minute getting my legs running a little bit faster. Said obviously earlier on in the video that I had cross country that weekend. So what those kind of shorter bursts of speed do within an easy run is just to help keep things a little bit more sharp. But that just ended up being about 3.75 miles. So I felt a lot better than I did the day before. But again, just those 1 minute efforts, they felt a lot harder than I really wanted them to. Coming into Friday is my shakeout day. I spent 45 minutes doing a shakeout run on Friday with some strides at the end. So it ended up being about 5.8 miles, really easy, just trying to kind of feel my way into those strides at the end. So this morning's agenda is a shakeout run. Got cross country tomorrow, which is the 3rd Worcestershire League race of the season, I think. Cross country is my least favourite thing to do, but also serves a bit more of a purpose. Not taking this very easy for an easy run, never mind. So yeah, 45 minutes of a shakeout run, a little bit longer than I would usually do, but it's even longer than I'll be running for tomorrow, but never mind. With some strides at the end. It's finally stopped raining, and it's the wind seems to have gone, so good news all around. Yeah, long weekend of running ahead. Oh, I love marathon training. Finished. Now, cross country on Saturday was absolutely abysmal. The weather was pretty perfect, and considering it had been raining for the best part of 342 days in the UK prior to this race, the ground was actually really hard underfoot, I guess. But this field was the worst field I think I've ever seen in my life. I would imagine an old trench kind of battlefield looks like. It was lumpy, like rice pudding not cooked properly, kind of lumpy, and it just absolutely shot my knee. So I ended up pulling out, which is really frustrating because I really don't like cross country, but I've been doing it partly because I know it will help get me fitter on the roads, but also because there's a massive team element to it. I like to be able to kind of just bring up the rear for the team and show up and put my club vest on. But I know that the end goal is Boston. It's not to see if I can get my highest place in cross country this season. I'll save that for another day. I'm at the top of a hill and I have no idea where I'm going. Long run Sundays. Best day of the week. Lol. I had an absolute belter. Went up to the top of Leckhampton Hill, which is this massive hill that surrounds kind of where I live in the Cotswolds. And it was just absolutely beautiful up there. Mostly clear skies, the sun was out, it was a little bit windy, a little bit cold, but it's the start of January, what do you expect? And I just had such a nice run up there, and I've lived in this place most of my life and somehow I don't ever have a memory of going up there, but it's absolutely stunning. So that ended up being about 70 minutes, predominantly kind of on trail, mud, a little bit of road, just kind of trying to figure out where on earth I was actually going. Ended up climbing a fair bit just because I kept taking some wrong turns. Ended up being about 70 minutes at 8.3 miles, but I had 600 foot of elevation or something like that. Long run views, much better than normal. I've lived in this town most of my 28 years on this earth and have never been up here. Why? Grave error. Run all the way down a hill, which
which means I've now got to run all the way back up it. One thing I'm shite at is hills. Screw this, man. Get it done. Worth it at the top.
And Sunday evening, I doubled. 3 miles, really easy, just to shake out the legs in the evening before going for a roast dinner with my parents and Dan. So week 1 ended up being 35.65 miles. Nothing super special, 5 hours, 1400 feet of elevation. So that's it guys, week 1 done. I just wanted to start the YouTube again really, just to kind of use it as a bit of a video diary. And the premise I guess behind it is I'm not an elite athlete, I'm not a sub-elite athlete, I'm very much a slightly better than average runner who takes it probably a little more seriously than I should. So I just wanted to film really what someone like that gets up to. I've got a lot of time and respect, and I've been so long watching kind of elite and sub-elite runners on YouTube document what they're doing, but I find it sometimes a little bit, I don't know, not disheartening because that's the wrong word, but I want to see more people like me who are just kind of, they're not beginners but they're never going to be kind of that elite level, or I'm probably not going to win a race in my lifetime, maybe a local one, don't know, but just to see what they get up to and see someone just follow their passion. I guess that's the premise behind this, is let's see how well an amateur runner can do in the Boston Marathon, and I'll let you know in 15 weeks time and take you along with me. Thanks for watching, please like, share, subscribe, see you next time, peace.